Much peace, no beef, the feeling of relief, the smile on your face, not knowing who it would reach. Flip the script and rearrange the rules. One love to all the children doing good at school. I picked up Lil Bread, let him play in the park. Seen 2 kids flexing, squashed it before it start. Gave dap to my friends who lead and don't follow trends. Leave them drugs alone, make the hood great again. Showing love to my peeps.
Yeah, welcome back to a special episode of Unpopular Honesty.
Chill.
I'm Cornbread Capone. I'm sitting here with my good friend Chuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him
Peace. I'm in here.
Yeah. 1 2 1 2. What are we gonna talk about, man?
Alright, so look, today I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. Okay? Unpopular Honesty. It's one of the great up and coming podcasts out right now. And I just want to just pick your brain a little bit, man. Just rapid fire. I want to do a little bit of round robin today on Unpopular Honesty. And just get quick answers to multiple questions I'm going to ask. And I just want you to answer honestly and as quickly and as briefly as possible. We'll say within maybe, 10 to 20 seconds. Try to, give you a quick and honest answer to the question. And that's it, man. That's what it is. And let's just see how this goes.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
All right, bet. So we're just gonna keep it light, We're gonna keep it light. Who's your favorite artist?
Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur. Why?
Because his music is still relevant, the music that he made in the 90s. He's still the most talked about. The impact is still impacting.
Is he still alive?
No, he's not alive. Unfortunately.
No?
Nah, he's not.
There's a lot of people feel he is still alive.
There's a lot of people do. I talked to a elderly lady in her 70s the other day, and she told me he's still alive. And I was like, wow. I said, word. Like, they still believe this shit. Like, he is really our Elvis, though. Like, that's what he is, And to this date, nobody has surpassed that. No artist has surpassed that.
Is Elvis the greatest rock and roll artist of all time?
No, I don't think so, because, you got to credit the person who he got it from. Didn't he get it from a black rock and roll singer? Or was that not true? See, let me go on and say this. Black people created all music.
Okay.
We created rock and roll, and it was stolen.
Okay.
We created jazz, and it was stolen.
Okay.
We created hip hop. They tried to steal it. They couldn't. But they said, since we can't steal it, we're going to fuck it up. And look at what we have today.
Did Eminem fuck up hip hop?
No. No, he did not.
Why not?
I don't see how one person can single-handedly fuck up hip hop, but Eminem did not.
Okay. Well, you know why I asked that, right? Because I guess we don't always discuss sometimes about, I guess, cultural appropriation. Do you feel like Eminem culturally appropriated the hip hop culture, or did he take advantage of the industry? Or do you feel like he, was just another artist who, kind of started from the bottom to get to the top type thing? What's your take?
I would tend to believe that he was the artist who started from the bottom and fought his way to the top. That's how I look at it. I have a lot of peers who look at him and they judge him based off his skin complexion, and then you have some people who judge him based off his musical output which is, I don't know him as a person. So I can only judge him based off his music. Musically, Eminem has classic albums. He's a lyricist. He has quotable verses. He has gotten on records with some of the people who they feel are the GOATs or greatest of all time, and he has smoked them on their own records, on their own albums.
Name them.
Like,
put a name on there. Put an address on
like
there.
Jay-Z Renegade from Blueprint 2001. He smoked his boot.
So he smoked Jay-Z.
He smoked Jay-Z. Oh, and for the new millennials, he smoked Drake. He smoked Lil Wayne. He smoked Kanye West.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
If he gets on a track with you and he can smoke you.
Okay. We're getting dangerously close to you saying that Eminem is better than Kanye West.
I mean,
we're getting
lyrically, Eminem is better than Kanye West.
Wow.
Lyrically, he is. I mean, Kanye, as the last couple of years, has been scatterbrained. I'm not going to get into the reason why he's scatterbrained, but you can tell by his output that it's scatterbrained. It's, the last album he put out was supposed to be a gospel album, but you have demonic features on it.
Okay.
That make sense? How is that possible?
Well, focusing strictly on the skill itself, give me the science on how Eminem is a better artist than Kanye West.
Okay, case in point. This record from Eminem is a standout classic by many. Stan, it's a unique story of a fan who became obsessed and then eventually killed himself. I don't think Kanye has a record that you can put next to a Stan and say this is equal or equivalent to Stan. He don't make that type of music, and it might be unfair to compare. But
what kind of song is that? And to say that Kanye couldn't make a song like that, can you elaborate a little bit more on what type of song Stan is, just so we can maybe put Stan up against something, apples to apples, or maybe not?
Stan is a creative record because it's written from the perspective of a crazy fan who just loses it and eventually takes his own life. Up until that point in rap, we had yet to see a story be told in that way. So graphic. Even watch the video. It follows it step by step as dude goes over the bridge, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So it's creative, it's thoughtful, it's original, and then it's storytelling. Everybody in rap loves a good story. That's why Slick Rick the Ruler is the greatest storyteller in hip hop. But Eminem created a story that lasted throughout time because we sitting here 20-some years later talking about Stan, a record that came out in 2000.
Okay, fair enough. So, he's not as much of a storyteller as what you're saying.
Yeah, Kanye don't make records where he had one record that I feel could have been similar, and that was Big Brother. If you heard Big Brother was Big Brother. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but he's kind of rapping from, I guess, Jay's mind perspective on that song.
Okay.
And it's a storytelling because it involves him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it fits within the pattern of the narrative that he was trying to paint at that time when he made it. That was on Graduation. Graduation came out 2007.
So if Eminem is better than Kanye, and I put Kanye kind of high up on the totem pole, who's better than Eminem?
Who's better than Eminem?
Yeah, would Eminem be in your top 10, top 20?
He's in my top 10. He's not in my top 5.
Okay, Eminem hits the top 10. Okay, where does he fall in near the top 10? Is he near closer to 1 or closer to 10?
He's definitely after 5.
Okay, so closer to 10.
Between 6 and 10. That's where he fits.
Okay.
Because
you said Tupac was number 1, right?
Yeah, Tupac is number 1 to me. He's on my top 5 still.
Is there anybody out who gives similar energy like Tupac?
No, there's not. People love to compare themselves. People love to say, "Oh, I'm the new Pac," or "I'm the next Pac."
I've heard someone say Kanye West has the truth of a Tupac. I've heard someone that I highly respect in the as far as their opinion about the music game. I've heard them say that Kanye West was as honest and as real as an artist as a person as Tupac was when he was alive. And that there were actually a lot of similarities.
I
See
wholeheartedly
Tupac in the way
disagree.
that he was very vocal in the media, and you see how Kanye West has done similar things in the past. In the media, who some would say, he's very outspoken and very truthful from his own perspective.
I would disagree, because I don't, I remember Tupac standing up for his people. Kanye stands up for his bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
If he go, like when he went to war with that company over the shoes, that was about money. You know what I'm saying? That's why he get outspoken about now. He did have that moment where he called George Bush out. And that was a moment that I could say, okay, yeah, you could put your finger on that moment and say, that's a moment of him being outspoken, because right then and there we knew, yeah, he's speaking the truth, raw and uncut. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? But from that time on, his agenda changed. I guess his agenda changed as his financial status changed. He went, his trajectory went up. The cost went up, the price went up. So he started making more money. And he's now worth an enormous amount of money, but that's what he stands up for. He stands up for money. And he don't stand up for people.
You keep mentioning money. Did money fuck up hip hop?
Yes, it did.
So, were there any benefits to money getting into hip hop?
Yeah. I mean, of course, obviously it would change the lives of so many people who have, become stars, become famous, put out hit records, produced hit records, wrote hit records. So money benefits you in terms of, if you man might have had a roof over your head, now you all of a sudden you make a record, it go number one. Now you're able to live in a mansion. Now you're able to have a nice vehicle, and you're able to clothe yourself. You're able to take care of your children, take care of your family. So all that is a plus. The bad is when people started to identify skills and talent based on money. When people started to say, well, this guy got more money than this guy, but the bankrupt guy music sound better than the guy who's rich. And see how the lines are blurred. Even with a musical debate, you have people who debate about lyrics and style versus people who debate about sales, chart positions, and other metrics that have nothing to do with the quality of music.
Name me 3 female MCs you respect.
Rhapsody, because she does not rap about her vagina or selling herself. MC Light, because even niggas was scared of MC Light. They didn't want it with her. And one of my favorites from the 90s. One of my favorites. Mama Mia, Mia X.
Mia X. Huh?
Mia X. Yes.
Who's your favorite female MC?
Favorite female MC. Ooh, that's a tight one. I'm gonna have to give it to Light, man, because I remember when dudes were scared of light, when people did not want to get on the track with light, when people did not want to put out a record that they feel would have made her upset or feel like she had to respond to it because people didn't want to fuck with her, you know, in that way. But I have to give it to light, man. I love Lauren too, you know what I'm saying? Lauren as an MC is impeccable. But, you know, it's just that album, classic as it is, I cannot say that that album is a rap album. It's a hip-hop R&B album, you know what I mean? Even though she came from a rap group, you know, truthfully.
What's the best hip hop movie?
The best hip hop movie to me, I'm gonna say Crush Groove.
Crush Groove, huh?
Crush Groove, man.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know about Crush Groove, what break down Crush Groove for, you know, potentially, you know, folks that don't know?
Crush Groove is basically the story of how Def Jam got started. They just didn't call it Def Jam; they called it Crush Groove. The guy Russell, played by Blair Underwood. It just shows you how, you know, it started with an idea, and then they had to get some financial backing, and they had the artists, and they had the people working with the artists, and you see how it all accumulated up until the end of the movie when, you know, of course, by this point, Run DMC is popular. And you got your label is popular, the artists you got to your label is popular, and then even the artists coming behind them are gaining popularity too. So you see all of that in one movie, and it was perfect to me.
Should hip hop be overseas? Should there be hip hop artists dropping albums overseas?
Well, hip hop is global now. I mean, I remember when rap was only confined to America, but now everybody is rapping. You can't turn on your television without seeing or hearing rap on a commercial, which that still blows my mind, because I remember the time when you wouldn't dare catch a rap song on a commercial selling any product.
Right.
But times have changed. Now it's global. It's Chinese rap. It's Filipino rap. It's Tejano rap. They done cut rap with every genre on planet Earth, and I done heard some of them. Some of it sound good.
Hey, you like? Can you name any any international artists, hip hop artists that you like, or, you know, maybe up and coming? Or anything?
And this might blow people's mind when I say this, but, and I forget where I was when I heard it, but I've heard some, I guess what they would call modern day country music, but it really sounds like rap because it has a rap beat. They're just singing their song, but it's to a rap beat, and it's formatted like a rap song.
Okay.
And I'm saying, this is actually not bad. Like, if I was in public and I heard this, I wouldn't get up and leave. I would actually chill and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and that's coming from somebody who don't like country music. But that wasn't bad. I can't front. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard rap cut with all genres of music, and it let me say this, it don't sound good with everything.
Weird question. If you could have a female R&B star braid your hair, who would it be?
It would probably be her, because the other day I was sitting back thinking, like, well, what woman in R&B exemplifies a woman that you would take home and meet your mother?
Okay.
I can't bring nobody home who's scantily clad or who's wearing nothing. So I would bring her home because her is fully dressed. She's talented. You know what I'm saying? And she's cute and appealing with her clothes on.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So you can't go wrong with her. And her music is jamming. I would love to work with her.
Yeah, I bet you would. Well, look, man, I appreciate you dealing with me in the round robin today, man. You know, we just freestyling, trying something different for the show today. I hope the people appreciate it. your honesty, your answers to these random questions. Like, subscribe, share to Unpopular Honesty. Let us know what you think about this show. If you have random questions you may want to ask Cornbread, please write into the show in the comment sections as well. And hey,